got the merch on, man. So come on in here. Look, I'm gonna front. Like I left the microphone wire, so the microphone is not even working. It's not even functional. I left the two wires and shit, man. So, but I'll leave it here just for the look. But the microphone is not on. We're gonna talk about this whole Fondora. So Fondora is no longer fighting. Keith Thurman, man. He got injured, and I think we're gonna talk about that. Right now we're gonna get to this motion. Gumbo, if you're available, I'll send you the link. Let me know if you're available, good brother. I'll shoot you the link. Cause I'm on StreamYard too. If you wanna come on. Cause look, Malik was talking about that. I told you the PBC was broke. I told you they didn't have the funds. I told you that the fight wasn't selling, right? Didn't I say that the fight wasn't selling, right? And it's obvious now, right? And I'm gonna break that down. Let me start the show up over here as well. We're gonna get right to that. But if you wanna come on, I'll text you the link. You want to jump on, Gumbo? All right. I just texted to you. So you could come on. Breaking news, right? Breaking news. Good evening. We are on deck, look, and we are styling today. The weather is climbing enough for me to rock the Woodson. Let me get Gumbo up in here. Gumbo, what's going on, man? Salute. Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yeah. It's bad.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I becoming the joke.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad right now.
Man, y'all talking about turkey, need tank, turkey, you need Al. When they broke, bro, that's for you content creators that's always with these false narratives.
Fact.
All of a sudden, they look into the money.
Yeah.
Fact. And guess what? It was funny.
Yeah, it was.
And now all of a sudden,
it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Look, here it is right here. Can you? I don't know if you can see that.
You can't make this up, Sean, bro. You can't make this up.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
I see it. Breaking.
Yes.
Breaking.
Now, I definitely had to come to the desk to report this. I said this earlier. I said that the ticket sales were not moving. Nobody was going to purchase this pay-per-view. And lo and behold, Fondora got hurt. Fondora gets hurt. And now there is no fight for nobody. Now, me being somebody who's in the business, it doesn't usually work that way. When a fighter is injured, there's always a backup fighter ready to go. So I don't understand why they canceled this whole card. You had, shout out to my cousin, I know he's probably upset because he was getting Frank Martin ready. You also had Oshaki Foster and Cool Boy Steph. Why couldn't they just move up to the main event and Keith Thurman fight somebody else? But they canceled the whole card. But like I said, hopefully some of these more bigger influencer, boxing insiders will find out. But like Gumbo said, here we go again.
Damn, Sean, you did that better than me, bro. Damn. Sean, my question is this. Just like what you just made, just like what you just said, facts, right?
Yeah.
On Shock and Foster and Cool Boy Stuff, you have
Frank Martin, Rob Bartholomew. Yo, listen, the fight should still be going on. I don't know why they scrapped the whole show, man. I don't know why, man.
you have a whole nother and Cool Boy Stuff and old Shock and Foster. That's a title fight.
That's two champions.
You canceling the whole card, but why?
Yeah.
I know why.
Why?
You don't have no money. You have these dumb PBC fanboys. Ow. I don't have no money like that, bro.
Damn. So wait, let me get this straight. You think that these guys don't have the funds, right? The funds. So listen. When I was saying that the money was funny, and they were saying I was hating. Is it kind of looking like I'm right? In the words of the group, here we go again. Right? It's like, here we go again, man. What's going on? Like I said, maybe some of these insiders, they can get to the bottom line, man. They can get to the bottom line, man. These guys that have sources and stuff. Salute, Toby, I see you. Maybe they can get to the bottom line, man.
What source are they talking about?
I don't know. They got the sources, Gumbo.
Toby, what's up, brother?
Yeah, they got the sources, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say in my DC Young Fly voice, Malik, bring your ass here.
Yeah, he was going hard earlier, right? When I was in my machine, shout out to you. And you be safe out there on the roads, big bro. When I was in my machine trying to break this down, that the tickets wasn't selling, he was talking about the PBC was the only ones going hard in the paint. Now it's looking like you said about what's name them, they looking like two broke cars trying to get to the nearest mechanic garage, man.
It's sad, man.
Yeah,
you got old Shock and Foster and Cool Boy Steph. I want to see that fight.
Me
That's
too.
A title fight. You got Frank Martin. I mean, so my whole thing is, y'all talked about Shakur when Schofield dropped out the fight. But then y'all talk about Shakur fighting a plumber or electrician. They don't have a replacement.
Facts.
Where is Keith Thurman replacement?
Man, they probably can't afford to pay him, man. He probably didn't want to take the per diem hotel stay, couple of meals and all of that, man. He probably wanted to be paid, man. For what I'm hearing, they're giving out food vouchers and IOUs, man. Some guys want to get paid, man. Some guys want to get paid. Toby said, Gumbo, hold on. Toby says, salute, Mr. Gumbo, my USA brother. Hope you well and drive carefully. There's some nutters out there on the road. That's what Toby said to you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I hope everything's well in your end too, Toby, man. And they can keep the family together, big brother. Sure.
Yes.
This boxing with these content creators.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to address this too. And whoever be listening, and I mean, you can go slide and tell, I mean, and relay a message. Whenever a champion, if there's a championship fight, and somebody's fighting for undisputed, and they win the undisputed belts, they do not have to defend the belts to be undisputed.
No.
Once you win it, you are undisputed forever.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You do not have to defend it to become considered undisputed.
No.
You fought in the fight already.
That's a fact.
So y'all making up rules along the way because y'all hate a certain person. That don't make sense.
No.
And y'all act like y'all talking real boxing, man.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. Once you defeat the king, whoever the champion is to become undisputed, you're undisputed. Whether you defend it or not, you completed the mission. But you know, these guys that talk boxing on the internet, that's pretty much all they do is just talk it. They don't even know. A lot of these guys, and I say this respectfully, they are uneducated fools. You know, very, very savage, remedial. You know, lack of knowledge.
Show them they're gonna twist this one. If they don't come to our defense, how would they twist this one, bro?
Well, you know.
They cancel the whole call.
Yeah, that's unheard of. That's unprecedented. Because fights fall through all the time. But to cancel the whole card because one fighter had a hand injury, like I said, it's deeper than that. The pay-per-view was not going to sell, right? The tickets probably was not selling. It just is what it is, man. It just is what it
you know
is.
What's crazy, Shaw? Now tell me when I'm wrong, Shaw. You know what's crazy? Crawford and Canelo was on
Netflix.
Netflix.
I said that a couple weeks ago. I said, how do you expect somebody to pay for? How do you expect for somebody to pay when we just witnessed a good card for free on Netflix for free, and then you want us to, you want the consumers to pay? I said a boycott sales, man. I was on my do the right thing. I don't have the do the right thing jersey on. But I was on my do the right thing. Radio Raheem, here we go again. The fight is canceled, y'all. Courtesy of Mike Cobbinger. Trey, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? You know, I'm just showing my range, brother. I jumped out the machine into the booth. Superman, look. I'm Superman, super sauce though, man. Super sauce. But yo, Gumbo, what do you think, man? You a business owner. Do you think that the money is funny over there or what, man? They're cutting corners? That's what we call it in business, cutting corners.
It's funny on this end, driving this truck, bro.
Mm.
The money, listen, the only reason people start cutting like they cut freight and they start pulling back and they're not gonna ship anything. Because they can't afford it, bro.
Can't afford it, okay. Yeah, that's how business usually works. When you start cutting corners, like I said, this to me, as somebody now that is growing as an executive, right, in the game, had the stench, right? Stench, you know what that means? The smell of, you know, they can't afford to pay for the card. Because normally, if a fighter is injured, the show still goes on. Maybe, what's the name of them would have moved up to the main event. Keith Thurman would have got a replacement opponent. But to scrap the whole show, because of Fondura's injury is very fishy. And not Earl Spence fishy. Fishy as to, is the money funny, man? But hey, what do we know? What do we know?
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you from another perspective of business, right?
Go ahead.
you have Nike tennis shoes, right?
Yes.
And they give you a release date.
Mm.
Then all of a sudden, it don't drop. They don't never tell you why they didn't drop it, but they're holding back.
Mm.
What is it?
Mm.
They have a bad stitch.
Mm.
The money ain't right.
Yeah.
Or are they holding back the shoes until a better time around the holidays when they know they're gonna get enough money, then they drop.
Where the shoes are gonna sell exactly. Exactly. I agree with that. I agree 100%.
That's like what's selling, bro.
I said that. Nobody wanted to listen. Cause nobody watches me, I do no views. I said the tickets wasn't selling and the pay-per-view damn sure wasn't gonna sell. Nobody's gonna buy that fight, man. Coming off of the Crawford Canelo. And then I think what? And, say that again?
What is gonna be on Amazon Prime or something?
Yeah, Prime pay-per-view. Prime pay-per-view. Well, that's like.
Why are they still doing pay-per-view? That's my question. Why are they still paying for?
Because that's how they're trying to pay for the fight. You know, Al Heyman. Listen, Al Heyman doesn't have all of the networks no more. He doesn't have Showtime. He does not have all of the networks like he did. Remember, at one point in time, he might have had like 9 or 7 networks. He had them all, man.
You know what it is? He don't have that hedge fund money no more either.
Nah, he blew $1 billion. Correct.
So he can't move things. He can't power move things no more because he don't have the power. Money is power, bro.
Yeah. It's
you hate on the black man. You hate on the man. Miss me, bro. Business is business. Business don't have a color, bro.
I don't get that. It's like all the niggas, and I say this respectfully, niggas, right? All the niggas that say you hating on the black man, these be the same niggas hating on the black man.
You talking about my crop?
Ain't these the same niggas that be hating on the black man? I don't get these niggas, man.
Just like Turkey needs Al and Tate. Make that make sense. Why does a billionaire needs a millionaire boxer and a man that just blew through $1 billion? Make that make sense, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Businessman to businessman, owner to owner. Why would a guy who's out here just funding anything that he wants to fund need guys who we seen in a public beef, right? Tank did not want to fight Lamont Roach because he wanted more money. He wanted more money. And he did not want to fight Lamont Roach. This is public record. So I'm not over here speculating or making this up. And the result was that he wanted to go fight Jake Paul. But yet, the guy with all the money that's throwing all the money around needs him? Nah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
That's why I said, man, it's hard to explain this to broke ass niggas.
Yeah. Basically. Or niggas with no motion. When you don't have motion, you don't understand how motion works. And you can sit around and talk like you do, but your actions show it.
It shows everything. You just said it, Sean. Tank wanted more money.
Yeah.
The Roach fight, they wasn't paying for it, right?
Yes.
But he showed how going to get paid with Paul.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
So is that a smart Turkey needs Tank? Listen, no disrespect to Tank, but Tank want money.
Fact.
And you don't think if Turkey gonna give Tank money, Tank got to fight somebody, bro.
Exactly. He's gonna have to fight Shakur. He's gonna have to fight Devin. He's gonna have to fight somebody that he doesn't want to fight. That he's been
because he want to keep getting the easy bags.
Yeah, that he's been avoiding the fight. Well, you know, you listen to these guys. These guys know everything. They have the sources. Too bad they didn't have the source to find out why one fighter got a hand injury and the whole card got scrapped. The whole card.
Well, they got somebody. Hey, they got somebody. The 7-Eleven promotion gonna cut up. Sources says.
Here we go again. Yes. Yeah, 7-Eleven promotions will definitely get to the bottom line of this, man. But my sources told me. I just didn't, you know, I waited for the story to drop so now I could come on and be messy. But I said it, man, before we was on live together. I was cleaning up. I told you I was sweeping up, man. The fight wasn't selling. Nobody was going to buy pay-per-views for the fight. Right? I said that. And, you know, lo and behold, the news broke that Fondora got a hand injury and the whole card was off. The whole card, man. One fighter.
Sure, that don't make no sense.
One fighter.
Killed the whole card?
Killed the whole card, man. That's you know, that, you know, it's boxing. Look, let's put this in perspective, right? And shout out to Top Rank. They took a major hit, man. But the show went on. Remember when Keyshawn did the brain fart? And his fight got canceled. Look. His fight got canceled the day before the fight. The show still went on, man.
That's when Abdullah Mason became
the headline. The headline. The show still went on. So you mean to tell me this guy gets injured? They got 2 weeks, Gumbo. They got 2 weeks time to try to make something happen. But they say, yo, fuck it, it's off. Yeah, we can't do nothing. This guy's hurt, man. We can't find a replacement. We don't want to move O'Shaquie Foster them up to the main event. It's off. Let's just scratch the whole card. Let's just scratch it. They just took a loss, man. Yeah, you know what that was? Shout out to Jelly Roll Entertainment and Russell Red Management, Janky Promotions, man. Yeah, that was Jelly Roll Entertainment, man. Yeah, they was getting Jeezy to perform at the spot, man.
That's like the star racehorse in the Kentucky Derby, right?
Yeah.
He gets injured, so they cancel the whole Derby. Get the hell out of here.
Nah. It doesn't work that way, man. It does not work that way, man. But you know, to each his own.
So Sean, listen to this. So now all of a sudden, though, Shockey Foster and they train for nothing. None of them getting paid, bro.
Yo, nobody. The teams, nobody, man. This, like I said, you know, they clean this up. So, you know, the sources, the guys that come on here and have an explanation as to why this happened. But I'll tell you what, I know there's a lot of people that are upset. And the truth is going to come out. Because there's too many people, like you just said, who are not being paid now. Who are not gonna get no money. Because the whole fight, the whole fight is off. The whole fight card. So Frank Martin, Bartholomew not eating, O'Shaquie Foster, and Cool Boy Steph's not eating, their team's not eating. This is nasty, man. This is nasty.
And guess what, Sean? You know that for a fact, Sean. They still had to pay the nutritionist, they had to pay the training camp. They lost money, bro.
Yeah. Yes, they did. And look, and think about this. What about all those guys? If they pay them in advance, you know, their sparring partners, or they didn't get paid. Look, or they didn't get paid. This is messy, man. This is nasty. This is real nasty.
Malik, why you at, Malik?
Here Here we go again.
Malik, where you at?
Yo, man, it's bad, man.
Hey, Malik, yeah, I guarantee Malik in the background laughing.
Yo, man. Hopefully he's making some phone calls, man. This ain't a laughing matter, man. He was just, when I was sweeping up the roads, man, he was talking about the PBC was the only one going hard. Looks like they ain't going nowhere now. Here we go again. Yo, man. Everybody know Barksdale weak, man. And they ain't working with the ammunition, man, no more, man. People need to let it go, man. It's not the same no more, man. It ain't the same sandwich, man. The $1 billion is gone, man. It's gone. It's not the same.
That's why they mad with Turkey, bro. That's why, listen, I ain't saying Turkey to save you, but Turkey give people the fight they want to see, and they mad with Turkey because Turkey Canelo them sold out on free TV, bro.
Yeah. They
gave more people to see the fight.
They had like 70,000 in there too, man. They broke all kind of records, man. It's crazy. They
have the second largest attendance in boxing, bro.
Yeah, listen, they broke all kind of records, and the YTC community was banning against it, man. So that just goes to show you that these guys don't move a needle, man.
They talk about the boxing move because of
YouTube
boxing, man, bro. Wow. People laugh at y'all, bro.
They don't take y'all serious for nothing. I played that video of me and my kids, but now we up. But you know how much I used to have to argue with these people when I used to be like, "Yo, I do YouTube." They'd be like, "What? YouTube what?" Yeah, to try to get a credential, I used to be like, "Yeah, I'm a YouTuber." They used to be like, "What?" That's why I'd be like, I go hard in the paint now. You do not branch me off with none of these goofies, man. These niggas is goofies, man. They not outside. They not turning up. They basically sitting. Look, this is not a room either. I want y'all to know that. I'm in studio. These niggas be in secluded rooms in the dark, getting drunk and getting drunk and high, screaming, right? Now I could scream if I want to hear, but that's unprofessional. But these niggas be screaming. You probably scare your children if you do have children, and they be like, "What's wrong with Dad? Why is he having another episode?" You be in the room screaming, right? Like, yo, you're on the computer, man. What's up with you, man? You all right? About boxing, though, man.
Well, it's Sean.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Boots Ennis. I don't take nothing from Boots. What the hell? Why did he sign back with Eddie?
Yeah.
What made him sign with Eddie's partner? Nobody.
Yeah, that's why. Look, it's cool when they do it. Yo, why not? Yo, Gumbo, if you can get it, if you could be like Homeboy, remember? I ain't gonna put him out there, but when we was on the phone that time, he gets the best loads, right? And all he gotta do is just, give up intel information. It's just like with Boots. He's getting easy fights. He's fighting at home. Why not sign back with Eddie Hearn? He don't have to travel for. He's making M's, right? Why not? Right? He don't.
You know what's crazy? They talking about, Eddie Hearn destroyed Boo Boo Andre's career. But y'all have a problem with Boo's doing the same thing? Because he's doing the same thing Boo Boo Andre did.
Yeah.
He ain't fighting nobody.
No. The whole purpose of Demetrius Andre signing with Eddie Hearn was to get a Canelo Alvarez fight. He never got it. Edgar Berlanga did. See, a lot of times guys think it's the promoter. No, it's your manager. If you with the right manager, It's because this game is based on relationship. And I told people, I was like, Edgar Berlanga is going to get the fight. And the reason why I knew Edgar Berlanga was going to get the fight because you know who got the fight also? Danny Jacobs. And you know who Danny Jacobs' manager is? Keith Conley, the same guy that manages Edgar Berlanga. So I was like, they'll get the fight, man, because they already have that business.
They broke out the back.
Yeah. It's all about your relationships in this game.
You can't. It's the fight channel that most of the YouTubers don't even know nothing about. They only go on what they seeing on the back and forth with people. I mean, like they keep telling y'all, this shit is a business, bro. Most of y'all not business minded, bro.
Nah, they told me I was unprofessional because nobody watches me. But I did a hell of a remix today and showed my kids shooting at Madison Square Garden. She's at the Statue of Liberty too right now. That's why I have the liberty of being in here because I have time right now. But they told me they told me I was unsuccessful, Gumbo. But I swear when they said that, my kids was young and I was with the production team then in the back, right? Like damn, brother, I'm unsuccessful.
SOG, yo, SOG.
Yeah, that's word. Right? Yeah. Shout out to Bradley and SOG. If I wasn't over there kicking it with them, but I was unsuccessful, man. And then you heard my man say, yo, I'm about to slide, but I'm good. I got my ticket, right? I could come back. I said, yeah, you straight, man. They see you. They see you with us. We good. We good. We handling business. We learning the game. But we are unsuccessful, man. We are unsuccessful because jealous fans don't listen to us or don't watch us. They actually do watch us. They just don't want to acknowledge it. But hey, what do we know, man? What do we know? He said, CW said, Boots is fighting llama beans. He is, man. He is. Eddie Hearns likes him. And you know what? I want to touch on this. Yo, Devin Haney is hating. Devin Haney is hating, right? Because, yo, Devin Haney, when you had your situation with Eddie, and you was pretty much doing the same thing too, Eddie was taking care of you, right? Now that Eddie ain't taking care of you no more, you feeling some type of way. It's who is Boots Ennis, right? Boots got the same kind of deal you got, man. You know? Eddie's taking care of him, man. You know? But I get it. A lot of people feel some type of way about Boots' situation is because, like Teofimo Lopez, Boots is always fighting at home. But you can't be mad at the game. You can't be mad at the player. If Boots Ennis could continue to fight at home and his people are coming out and supporting him, because don't they always talk about that? Gumbo putting butts in the seats. If he's putting butts in the seats where he's at, everybody's eating, man. Why would they complain? Right? Why would they complain? But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know?
If he's making a quarter of what they trying to make by putting a certain amount of people in the thing and they coming out ahead, they don't have a problem with it.
Exactly. That's the business. Yo, look, check this out. They're going to get mad at me for saying this. Yo, when Earl Spence kept fighting in Dallas, it was, oh man, the biggest, right? The biggest. He fought in Dallas back to back to back to back. It was all love, right? It was all love. Danny Garcia, Ugas. They even tried to get Crawford to fight there, right? But Crawford was too smart. But it was cool when Earl was doing it, right? See, these dudes be switching up quick, man, on this YTC, man. And then they want to debate. You can't debate the truth, man. The truth is the truth, man. All right? It's cool when certain players move the way they move. But then when other players do it, it's a problem. You know? It's a problem. But hey, what do we know, man? Shout out to Gumbo, man, on the check-in, right? We just look. This was a special edition sauce. See, I guarantee y'all didn't think I was gonna do this because y'all see me do a stream for 4 hours handling municipality business. And give y'all a little heads up, we got a storm coming. I think Monday we're off for the holiday, but Sunday we're supposed to work. So I said, yeah, I'll come in. Why not? Make a couple dollars, right? Because money makes the world
What
go
kind of
round.
storm y'all got coming?
Go
I'm
ahead.
about to look at this shit.
Say it again.
What y'all got some kind of storm up there or something? I'm about to look
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
weather.
yeah. It's supposed to be windy and rainy on Sunday. I think one of the tropical storms is gonna be making their way over here. Well, I'll get some of that money. You know, I'm not lazy. You know, I'll do my part, right?
So what you think about that? Hey, what you think about that Boots fight, man? You think Boots gonna carry him for a couple of rounds?
Yo, listen, man. Look, I gotta be politically correct, man. I think what everybody else thinks, right? But let me just say this, right? If the guy comes out and tries to get at Boots, and if Boots is who we think he is, Boots should put him down. Joe Dini's voice. You are not on my level. Right? How Joe Dini would say, you are not on my level, right? If dude comes out stepping, right? And Boots is who we think he is, and he's stepping, he should put him down, right? Because it's just like, shout out to my cousin Crawford, right? If a nigga comes out stepping with Crawford, what is Crawford gonna do? He's gonna step and put him down, right? We seen him do it to Spence, right? Because remember, Spence said he was a stepper. And what did Crawford do to him?
He said, I will pull out my belt.
Yeah. So I think if Boots is who we say he is and who we think he is, and if Lima Beans comes out turning up and Boots turns up, it should be a quick night, man. But like you said, maybe Boots might carry him for a little bit to give the crowd, some entertainment, man.
And Spence said, who you think I am? You think I'm one of your kids?
Yeah, man.
Probably say I'm gonna treat you like one of them.
He did. He damn sure did, man. The guys still never recovered from that, man. There's a lot of guys still in shock over that, man. That whooping, man. That's why they was so hell bent on Canelo beating them. They wanted Canelo to beat Crawford because what he did to Spence. They really did, man. That was nasty work, man. Nasty work.
Malik, where are you, Malik?
He's chilling, man. He's all right. He's probably in the shadows somewhere. He's chilling, man. Because he won hard, man. Somebody didn't give him the memo that this fight, that the card was getting canceled, man. He was like, yo, the PBC is the only ones moving. He even threw a shot at me with Top Rank. But I'm not a Top Rank employee. I am an employee of Shanewz Boxing, as you can see. Right here, Shanewz LLC. I am an independent contractor. Right? It seems like I don't fuck with the PBC. And the reason why I don't fuck with the PBC is because they know what they did. They tried to defame my company at the time, Jackal Fitness. And I'm professional. So, I just highlight all the main things that I said about them that is showing now. Here we go again. Right? Whole car canceled.
You know what you need to make? You need to make one of the Scullies, bro.
Yeah.
You know, with the patch on the front. We need a Scully, bro.
Yeah. I had the Jackal Fitness ones like that. I'm gonna do the sauce patch, these ones. But I did have the Jackal Fitness ones. I still got some of those.
The Jackal Fitness patch?
Yeah, I had the Scullies, the Jackal Fitness Scully. I still got some of them, but I don't use that moniker no more. So they just sit around. Every once in a while, I like when we get bad winters, I wear them. If I'm at work,
You got a Jackal Fitness Scully? Send me one, man.
Yeah. Nah, man, you are Team Sauce, brother. You are this right here. Look, we don't look. We don't cross promote, Gumbo. This is you right here. Look, you got something coming. Look, I can let the cat out the bag. Gumbo has a one-off. You know what a one-off is? It's only one made. There's only gonna be one made. Customized number, right? Customized name on the back, and customized color. Like I said, I'll never make another one of those. It's only one off. It's he got the number 2, and the back says Gumbo Sauce, patched out. So he got the patches right here. Cause Gumbo is Team Shanewz Boxing. Right? We're official over here, man. Unsuccessful official, right? Cause they said we was unsuccessful, man. I don't know, man. I'm still waiting for some of these. I'm still waiting for some of these more successful dudes to actually show something that they're successful in boxing, though. Other than,
Hey, I can't wait till it cool down so I can pull out my jacket, bro.
I got mine on right now. You know, I threw mine on, man. I know I was.
Sure, I live in the South. It ain't cold enough yet.
Yeah, I know.
When it gets to
It ain't cold enough in here either, but I know they be having the AC nice and chilly. And I know, I was like, let me just throw this on, man. I was just, I knew I was going to come in here and record. I was like, let me just throw this on real quick, man. These are available too, man. Top of the line too, man. They're available, man. Get at me, man. Serious inquiries only. But yo, Gumbo, let me ask you this, man. Why do you think that so many content creators are uninformed when it comes to boxing?
I think a lot of them just be out here, bro. And that's why I be watching other things, stuff that's important to me.
Me too.
A lot of them out here, they out of race baiting. They don't go to the fights. They out of beefing with people. They don't have no motion in the game. Or they're out here trying to get people to follow them on a narrative and make super chat money or cash out money.
Yeah, they do. And to me, right, I just look at it like this. I took a real fallback stance from really doing these live streams and talking boxing because like me, it's not even frustrating, but it's like there's not enough reviews and CWs and guys that are actually intelligent and pay attention. It's like, to me, it's too many, I say this respectfully, it's too many dummies. It's like, are you that dumb? Right? Like, rest in peace to my grandfather. Like he would say, yeah, incompetent fool? Are you an incompetent fool? Right? Like, it's like, with boxing, it's like too many incompetent fools, man. And then they be mad at you when you're not incompetent or you're braggadocious or you show your experience, right?
They get mad with you, right? Because you can think for yourself and you don't agree with them.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I'm the leader in my house, bro.
You should be.
So why would I come on the internet and let somebody else lead me? I don't know you like that.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm glad you brought that up, right? There was an incident in the NFL game where the coach, right? The coach like smacked the player. And they asked some of the other players their reaction. And he was like, y'all would have knocked him out on that sideline, right? And he said, basically what you're saying, he said, because I have a wife to go home to and I have children, right? So how can I go home to my wife and my children and they see this man violate me like that as a man and I didn't do nothing? And I didn't do nothing, right? As the leader of my house, as the man of my tribe. How do I look now when I let this man do this to me? And now I'm trying to come here and lay the law down. It does not work that way. Shout out to CW for the $2, man. He said Team Sauce And Gumbo Sauce, salute to you, brothers. You know your team sauce too, CW. Your Shanewz boxing. CW, listen, I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag, but CW is we basically about to sign a fighter real soon. And CW kind of orchestrated that. But hey, what do I know? And like I told CW, if this does go through with this particular guy, I'm gonna bring you on board because that's how I move. I'm not a gatekeeper. When I start to move this guy, if I do start moving this guy, you will be an intricate part of that. Because that's how the game is played, if you really know the game, right? You know? But a lot of you guys claim to know the game and don't know the game.
CW, are you a Lannister or you a Targaryen?
Yes. Are you a dragon rider? We are dragon riders, man.
CW, are you from the House of Stark?
Yes.
Or you from the House of Stark?
Yes, the House of Starks, the Great North. The Great North. Winter is coming. See that? Yeah, that's a.
Oh, I know what CW is. CW is an ice walk.
Oh man, he's from the wall, huh? But yo, Gumbo, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Yo, a lot of these guys, right? These guys that sit online and they be talking this boxing, right? They can't relate to that, brother. What you talking about right now, man? Because they're not from a great house. Yeah, listen, they're not from a great house. Remember when I said House Crawford and I was speaking on the great houses? These guys ain't from great houses, man. So they can't relate to that type of lingo, man. All right. Yeah, look. Yep. Go ahead, Gumbo.
The new series supposed to start, I think at the beginning of next year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I be watching that shit.
Wow, that's fire, yeah.
Certain houses, bro. Certain houses are weak.
Yeah,
certain houses are strong. Targaryens.
House Targaryen, they the Dragon Riders, man. Remember, they was the originals. They was the originals, man. House Targaryen, man. House Starks is strong. Lannister. But like you said, certain houses are weak. Just like with this YouTube shit. Niggas is weak, man. That's if you notice, right, Gumbo, right? And I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. Don't take this offensive. But if you notice, all the weak houses, they gotta try to get all type of alliances, right? They gotta try. Yeah, they got. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they be trying to get mad different. Yeah, they be trying to rally allies, the weak houses. Yeah, the strong houses, they be marching. When you got a strong house, you just march, man. The king of the north. You know, you just march, man. Them niggas is like, you know who they like? I ain't gonna front. They like the Baratheons. Remember? Yo, the Baratheons was weak, man. Yeah, they had they had a great house, but they was weak, man. You can't. In order to have a great house, you gotta be strong, man. You gotta have warriors, man.
Man, so you think that card gonna be? How that card look for tomorrow, Sean?
Yo, to be honest, it's decent. Because you got Shakur Stevenson's little cousin on the undercard. And another thing that I like, right, what Boots is doing, right? Well, this is probably why they keep letting him fight in Philly. He's putting on for his city. A lot of his guys that's underneath him is fighting on that card. See, I could say a lot of bad things, but look, we just watched the whole fight card get canceled. Nobody's eating. Everybody over there is eating, man. They eating, man. At the end of the day, this is what this game is about. Providing for your family. Getting that money. And that's what Boots is doing for him and his peoples. Right? But hey, what do we know, right? Salute to everybody that was over here on the Behind the Source Views. Shout out to everybody over here. Appreciate y'all. You know, we rocking and rolling. We in studio today. The microphone, I left the wire, man, because I was rushing. You know, I know it's Friday. I know it gets hectic up in here on Fridays. And I wanted to make sure I was able to get a good spot. And I know Gumbo, requested to come on, and I was like, "Yeah, I got you. Just give me a day or two." Because Gumbo said, and I think he got the sauce off today. He said he wanted to address, because Gumbo, quiet as kept, he watches a lot of you guys behind the scenes, man. He supports a lot of you dummies. I don't, man. I'm gonna keep it tall. Once I see you're dumb, I'm on my Kobe Bryant. How Kobe Bryant said, "Yo, man, I don't be around dumb people. They make me feel dumb," right? That's me. That's the Beanie Bryant in me. If you're dumb, I can't be around you because you're gonna make me feel dumb, like Kobe said. I can't be around dumb people, man. It's just me, man.
I just be watching them to see the dumb shit they be saying. Sometimes that shit just be funny, bro.
Yeah, it is.
You don't realize the dumb shit they say, bro.
It is.
You know?
Nah, don't get me twisted. Like tonight, right, when I get settled in and we chilling, I watch a lot of shit and laugh. Cause you ain't lying, that shit be Comedy Central. Niggas be on here arguing they be arguing and debating over shit that don't make no sense. And then they get homo aggressive, right? Yeah, the homo aggressiveness comes out of them. After the arguments go left. It's like, damn, that's what this really is. That's what this really is all about, huh?
Sean, what you call them? They some He-Man what?
The He-Man woman haters, man. It goes out of them, man. Oh, they turn the Big Damon from Friday. They like, "Ooh, Tupac, you so sexy, Tupac." The Big Damon comes out of them.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys are something else, man.
Sean killed with that. He said there's some He-Man woman haters.
Yeah, they is, man. No, man, they is, man. It's like, yo, man, a lot of these dudes on the low, right? They tell on themselves because, like I said, they'll come on here and they'll break down your physical appearance like a woman. Like, yo, bro, you're not a girl, man. Why you worried about another man's physical appearance, man? You said He-Man woman hater, man. Like, yo, let a woman slide up in my chat and tell me that, man. Why is you as another quote unquote heterosexual man that wrapped up into my appearance? That you scare me, brother. You are Pepe Le Pew, a homo, aggressive moke, right? You dudes be different, man. I'm surprised none of them came up in the chat tonight, man. Cause I got the behind the source views rocking as well. But I know what it is. I know when I do in studio sessions like this, they don't come up around. If I was in the truck or the equipment, they would have been on here on my back. Shout out to Daniel. Salute, man. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, good brother. But listen, before I close out the show, right, I want to play something over here that I am so proud of. Like this right here. This video right here. I am just super proud of this video. I want to share this. I'm about to go get my daughter from school. And the other one I will be getting shortly. But this video right here, this made my day. This came up on my timeline and I remixed it. And I was like, damn, the growth is apparent. That is why I don't play those games when it comes to my brand, my business name no more. Because this is what I was putting in the work for right here.
Yo, man, throw it out, man. We on fire. Up in here. Yeah, look, we on fire.
Stay tuned for more electrifying moments from tonight's boxing event.
All right.
Shanewz boxing. I want to say thank you to everybody I know. Jose, Molly, his sisters, his mom, music.
What about your sister? What about your mom?
Sadia. And most importantly,
Y'all respect the shooters, look. Respect the shooter. Respect the shooter. Hey, after the round, you look at your pictures. Oh, you could have caught that one. You catch that one? When they overlook the grind, the journey, and the vision, but God's plan always was for the news. My Shanewz, media, marketing, management, consultant agent. Now look, that was just 6 years right there. 6 years. Because Reem was about 3 years old. She's 9. Nasiah is 12. So 6 years in the making, grinding, right? My daughters went from sitting in the stands, right, to actually recording and doing her own thing. Published photographer. Shout out to Split T Management. They published her pictures to Tiger Johnson. You know, in the 5th grade. She was a 5th grader right there. She's a 7th grader now. And Coach Reen is Coach Reen, man. Coach Reen is in the gym. She actually works with the fighters. She is Team Tucker, Jamali Tucker. She is also Team Amani Gatson. So just be on the lookout for that. Gumbo, please close us out, good brother.
Hey, it was a good show, man. And Coach Green said she even interviewed Kelly Pavlik.
Yeah, she did.
I ain't never even been a Kelly Pavlik.
That's
crazy, bro.
That's a fact. I'm gonna remix that one. You see, Gumbo is Team Sauce, man. So he gets all the exclusive. He gets all the exclusive, man. Nah, man, he's Team Sauce, man.
I appreciate you letting me come on, show. And for all these content creators that think they talking boxing and pushing narratives, first of all, y'all have to know somebody inside of boxing and know what the hell y'all talking about. And y'all stop making all this talking about making your own rules in boxing. Boxing already have their own.
They turned this shit into the circus. Boxing was always the Wild Wild West, but they let so many characters in this shit now. It's a bunch of clowns and circus characters now, man. For real.
Appreciate it, Sean.
Nah, salute.
It's shit like the teams. I'm Team Shanewz, Team Sauce.
That's right.
I don't like it, bitches.
I see you, Gumbo. I see you. Yeah, Gumbo likes this drop right here, man. We gonna close out with that drop. That's what Gumbo was talking about right here, man. This is for all the people that told me I would never. Shout out to Biggie. I'm gonna get on my Biggie. For everybody that told me I would never amount to nothing, that called the police on me when I was just trying to hustle to feed my daughter in front of my building. We came a long way now, baby. Yo, this is the real Mr. ESPN right here. You know the vibes. Yes. Yo, victory. It's a celebration. Bitches. You know the vibes. Yeah. Yo, we in Vegas. Yeah. Uncle Jay, cousin Mike. You know the vibe. Yo, great show tonight, man. Just had to come and get busy real quick, man. Great show tonight. Wrapping it up. As you can see, you know, you do have options. I holla.